What's your name?
Kaya.
You ever felt anxious in your life, like around people?
Yes.
I'm sitting at my kitchen table. I'm watching a video about how to communicate and how to articulate my thoughts. Basically, how to be good at speaking. And the speaker mentioned something super interesting. He said that the first step to become good at communicating and speaking is to manage your anxiety. And then he said 85% of people struggle with social anxiety or get nervous when it comes to give a speech or talk to someone that they don't know. That's super interesting. And even the way that he said it so casual. He said, yeah, so 85% of people struggle with this. So we can say that, for example, I would call people that have relationships, that have girlfriends and all of that. Even normal people, they struggle with social anxiety too. I remember one time I was on my phone with a really close friend of mine. And I was telling him that I really hate the fact that I struggle with a lot of anxiety when it comes to meeting new people or talking to people that I don't know. And then he said it in a tone of like, why are you saying this? Like, this is a normal thing, right? He was like, dude, to be honest, I struggle with the same thing myself. I get nervous, I get anxious around people. And bro, you remember this guy, right? John. You remember John, right? And I was like, yeah, dude, one time when I went to church with John, he was like dying with anxiety and he was like really nervous. He was like, dude, don't leave me because I'm fucking nervous, right? When he said that, I was like, wow, like social anxiety is something super common. If there's this amount of people in the United States, this is the amount of people that struggle with social anxiety. Social anxiety is super common. The problem is this critical mistake that I used to make, and you're making this mistake too. When I would feel anxious and nervous around people, I would beat myself up. I would fucking hate myself and be like, why are you this way? Why were you nervous when you were talking to a pretty girl? Why did you say that? That was so stupid. That's the problem. The problem is not the anxiety that I would feel. The problem was the way that I would react. Somehow I cannot control how I feel. I cannot control my fucking heart racing or my hands shaking. I cannot control that. But what I can control is what I say, how I say it, and my actions. That's something that I control. And let me tell you this. Even when I've had awkward moments with strangers, with pretty girls, right? Whenever I see a pretty girl, let's say she's walking in the grocery store or at the gym or mall, whenever I see a pretty girl, I'm forced, like I have to talk to her. So I walk up to them and I say, hey, I find you attractive. May I have your Instagram? And I'm so proud of that. Like I'm really, like I can recall and remember, and my notebook is right there. I have everything written down. I feel so proud of myself and so happy for those moments. Not because of my performance. Not because I was not anxious or I was confident. No, screw that. I feel so happy and so proud of those moments because I did what I could. I focused on what I could control, which is walk up to them, say hello, say how are you, say you're beautiful, and ask for the Instagram. That's something that I could do. That's something that I wasn't in control. How I said things, my heart was racing, the way that I was feeling, yeah, I cannot control that. But I focused on what I could control. So that's something that I would say to you. Next time that when you feel overwhelmed, don't focus on that. Face it, right? You'll be like, oh, yeah, I'm welcoming the anxiety. I feel anxiety right now. But what do you want to do? What do you want to say? Who do you want to talk to? And just do that. And I can guarantee you that if you just do that, if you just focus on what you can do, you will feel way proud and way happier about yourself. And that's another thing. Oh, but that wasn't perfect. Oh, but I said this and it was wrong. Just like me. So what? Gotta have compassion on myself. Dude, I was dying in anxiety. I was freaking out. But I did it. And I'm proud of that. I was dying in anxiety. But I made her laugh. I made her to smile. I got her Instagram regardless. So focus on what you can control. That's the first one. The second thing that this fact has helped me is whenever I go to the gym, whenever I talk to guys, let's say guys, right? since I experienced bullying, I think that everyone is against me, right? Like, oh, like I feel like, oh, I'm not part of the group, right? But this is the thing. When I talk to someone, when I give a compliment to a guy or a girl, right? And they don't really, they are kind of like rejecting me. They're not rejecting me. I'm gonna explain it. They're not rejecting me, but I think that they're rejecting me. The reality is that they might be dying in anxiety, and they feel nervous as fuck. So that's why they are rejecting you. Not because of you, not because of me, right? Or, oh, that cool guy, oh, he don't want to talk to me because I'm a loser. Oh, that guy don't want to talk to me. Maybe he's nervous. Well, it's true that's fine. There will be someone that will be friendly to me. Let me tell you a quick story. I was at the gym, right? And I had a shirt that had the flag of my country, Guatemala, right? I had it, I was like just fucking around with my friend. I was like, look, right? It looked so weird, right? And I remember that there was two guys that were like staring at me. I didn't let my anxious thoughts or my insecurities control me and be like, oh, they're judging you, they're thinking that you're weird or anything like that, right? The thing is, later I found out that they are from the same country that I am, Guatemala. They didn't walk up to me to tell me, oh, I like your shirt, I'm from the same country, right? Why? Because of anxiety. Later, I walk up to them and literally, hey guys, you like my shirt? And then they were like, we started speaking in Spanish. They were like, yeah, dude, I like your shirt. We're from Guatemala. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Why didn't you guys say anything? Like, I'm here wearing this. And he was like, oh, I was just a little shy, bro. Most people feel the same thing that you're feeling. But the difference is that they react to the anxiety in a different way that you're doing. And they don't beat themselves up for that. So that's something that, as an anxious person, as someone that is an introvert, I've had basic, beautiful moments with people. I made people laugh. I made friends from strangers, and I just walk up to people and I'm like, yo, what's up, dude? With anxiety. And that's because I focus on what I can control. And I have compassion towards what I'm feeling. I accept my anxiety. And that's something that will give you power. So don't feel guilty for feeling that. Don't feel like beating yourself up. This is not the big deal. And social anxiety is something normal. And if you're an introvert that struggle with social anxiety and all of that, you're gonna have the same beautiful moments that I've had with people as an introvert. I would love to help you with that. So send me a DM. I'm gonna leave the link in my description. Thank you so much for watching.